Hello everybody. Today I'll be preparing mutton kabab, and this is really famous in my native, and it is a very tasty recipe when it's served along with sambar rice or rasam rice, any South Indian meal for that matter. First of all, what I've done is in a pressure cooker I've added about 2 tablespoons of oil. To the oil I've added about 250 grams of boneless mutton, and to the mutton I've added chili powder, coriander powder, turmeric powder and garam masala along with salt, and I'm just going to fry it on a very low flame. The mutton will obviously release some juice, and once I see like how much water is needed to cook the mutton, so I'll add according to that. So I'm going to add about half a cup of water, give it a good stir, bring it to a boil and place a lid and allow this to cook till it's fork tender for 4 to 5 whistles. Now, as I told you, we prepare different variations in this kebab. So this is the basic variation. We prepare at least 3 to 4 variations in this kebab, and it's very tasty. Like when we serve it for tea time or for dinner or lunch, it's a very nice and versatile recipe. It's very tasty. Now, as you can see, this mutton has cooked till fork tender. Now I'm going to just drain all of the stock and reserve the meat. The stock can be used for different recipes, like we prepare tomato rice, or we prepare a lot of recipes, or it can just you can eat it just like that with dosa, so the stock does not go waste. Now in some all-purpose flour I'm going to add a little bit of salt and some pepper powder. I'm just going to mix that up and reserve that. Normally we don't use all-purpose flour for this recipe. We use gram flour for this recipe. I've just changed it up a bit because the gram flour is not that very tasty, and after some time it doesn't retain that crunch, so I had to change that a bit. Now in one egg I did add a little bit of milk and some salt, and I'm just going to whisk that up and reserve that as well. So I'm going to start the breading. First of all, I'm going to roll the meat in some all-purpose flour and then roll it out in the egg mixture and roll it back in the meat mixture, in the flour mixture, and I'm going to reserve that. So it's a very simple breading process, and I think you're all familiar with doing this, and you can prepare this ahead of time and reserve this in the fridge, and whenever it's needed you can start frying them out. So it's perfectly alright. Now once I finish doing this 3-stage process, I'm going to go ahead and heat oil in a wok. I'm using regular sunflower oil to fry these out, and as you can see, now I've just given it an egg wash. Now I'm going to dip it in the flour again and start frying them out. It's very simple recipe. The recipe in detail is in my blog. Blog link is posted in the description box below this video. I also have a translated recipe in Tamil. The Tamil channel link also will be posted in the description box below. Do visit my social sites and interact with me on a regular basis. Post all your requests on my mail so that I can try to prepare more of your recipe requests on a regular basis. Now, as you can see, the mutton, I have just added that to the oil and I'm just going to fry it out. Once it turns out light brown in color, I'm just going to drain it from the oil and serve it up. It's very simple. You can also do one thing in this recipe. If you want to flavor the oil, you can add some garlic, or you can also add some curry leaves, as I'm doing right now, and so that the oil gets nice and flavorful, and then you can fry the meat. That way your meat also will have a good sort of a flavor and good taste, and you'll have a very nice smelling kitchen. So try this out. I'm going to fry the second batch out and I'm going to serve it up. So I'm just going to sprinkle some pepper powder and serve it with some lime wedges. Do visit my blog and try this recipe. I'll see you soon with the next recipe. Until then, thanks for watching. Bye bye.